This is still the best damn football show on the internet.
On the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Yeah, we crash like linebackers hitting full speed collisions, calling out the truth, no fluff, just precision. Mel letting loose with the facts, no missing. Malicious bringing heat like a fourth down mission. From the kickoff to the last second breath, we analyze the grind every inch, every step. This a battlefield where legends get muscle. And if you want the real talk, step inside the huddle. What the fuck? Step inside the huddle where the real ones rumble. Mel and Mulich on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle.
What's good? What's popping? Your boys are in the building. It's a football Friday. This is going to be a great football Friday. It's amazing football Friday.
It's going to be fun.
You better get the stretch and Troy.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, warm it up. Warm it up.
Yeah.
Warm it up.
Yeah, he muted. He talking. I don't even hear his ass.
Troy got his arms out for this one.
Yeah, you can bring the motherfuckers
out. Bust out them guns, man.
Bust them out for
man.
Man.
We want to see some.
Yeah.
Stop.
Man, we want to see some. Man, we want to see some, man.
Yeah.
So let's get active.
We definitely gonna get active. You saw the thumbnail. You know what it is. We got Whiskey Troy in the building because he's he got a lot of hate, a lot of animosity towards our guy Shedeur, and we don't stand for that. We do not tolerate
We're not going for that at all.
Slander at all.
Come on, let's talk about the 5th round pick.
But okay, I'm glad you said. I am so glad you said that.
So glad you said that. Absolutely.
So glad.
Beautiful.
Let's start off with the number one hater, Mr. Rex Ryan. Where is that goddamn?
Then the other thing is, Shedeur, he's got to get over himself too. Like he's there by himself on the bench
at the end of the game.
I've seen it in the 7th game of a World Series when you lose a game or whatever. This is a pillow fight game. Nobody cares.
He cares.
Sit back.
He cared.
Yeah. Did he care? Or are you trying to make it a show and make it about yourself? You got a guy over there that, by the way, is a 2-time MVP. Right there, Lamar Jackson. He was looking for you. He was looking for you right there. Why don't you share a moment with him? All right? All right, share a moment with Lamar. He's looking all over for you. Right. Then get in there with your teammates. These are your teammates. All right? These are your teammates. And talk about, I'm not comfortable losing. You think anybody in that locker room is?
Okay. This is what happens with stupid people get in front of microphones. And I love Rex Ryan. Played for Rex Ryan for a little bit. I love Rex. But Rex is an idiot. Rex is allowing emotion to come into the game of football. And I don't like it. Do you agree with Rex Ryan on this, Troy?
You said Rex Ryan is going into emotions with this?
Yes, 100%.
I think everybody that talks about the Shedeur topic goes into it with emotions, no matter what side you're on.
No,
do I agree?
No, we don't. No,
I agree.
I get facts.
Facts comes with emotions too.
No,
right?
but facts are devoid. Facts are devoid of emotion. Facts
we all put right, but Moolies, you get what I'm saying. We put our emotions into what we're doing when we're saying facts. So everything about the Shedeur comment, no matter where you look at it, if we just look at previous podcasts from the last week, everybody had emotions in it, no matter what side they were on, because people are rooting for him, which is an emotion, and people are not rooting for him, which is an emotion. So it's all emotion, all the conversation.
Yeah,
but to answer your question,
but how you approach it,
100%
is different than what you. Okay, 100%.
Now, is Rex Ryan? You said, do I agree with him?
Yes. Do you agree with Rex Ryan?
I agree with him on one sole point, and that is we're used to seeing quarterbacks shake each other's hand, and it would have been good, in my opinion, for Shedeur if he wasn't sitting on the bench by himself and he did go and shake Lamar's hand, because we also know that these players whisper stuff in each other's ear. whatever Lamar would have said to him, which would have been words of encouragement, black brother to black brother, could have helped lift Shedeur up, and whatever he needed could have been like, yo, you good, don't worry about it, you'll get at it, you'll make whatever Lamar would have said. It could have helped his mindset or his mental, like, all right, I can do this a little bit more than what he already thinks he is. So when Rex says he needs to get over himself, Lamar was looking for him, I kind of agree with him there.
Okay. Now, are we sure that Lamar and Shedeur didn't have that conversation? Or are we just going off what we saw on television?
Nah, they could have met each other in the tunnel, but what we saw on television is what we normally see on that spot in that television moment that we're watching. What we normally see is quarterbacks, coaches meet in the middle. Now, sometimes stuff happens where that doesn't happen, but it's not often where coaches and quarterbacks don't shake each other's hand.
Right. So this is where facts come into play and feelings go the fuck out the window. Okay? Because Levante Wester found Shedeur and sat on the bench with Shedeur, and they had a conversation and they talked. Right? He said you should be there, with your teammates and all that other bullshit, right? Now, he said this on Monday. The game was on Sunday, right? So he had time to get all the information, right? Because I got the information. I got the information right away. This is what Myles Garrett said.
Back, you leave them to do that. You take care of the defense. But when you see Shedeur kind of making his debut and kind of like a high leverage moment like that, do you say anything to him maybe during the break, or do you say anything to him after the game?
For sure. I mean, just tell him to keep his head up. I know there was one drive in which he kind of walked off, and I saw him. He was putting his head down. I know he was kind of thinking about, I know he wants to make the play. He wants to, have that game changing drive because, he feels like he has that ability, and we've seen it. So, don't be discouraged from one drive or two drives. It's a good football team over there. So, just trying to keep him to keep his confidence high, and keep on chasing that standard in which he set. And we're going to continue to support him. He spoke after the game, and he wanted to pin it on himself and his performance, but we're not going to allow him to do that. It's a team game, so we're all in this together.
You said he addressed the entire team in the locker room.
So how didn't Rex Ryan get this same information that he addressed the team, took the blame for the loss, even though he only played the second half?
Well, I think Rex was talking about in the moment of him sitting on the bench. I think that's what Rex was talking about.
Don't matter. This information.
What else is he supposed to do?
That's what is
so I didn't shake Lamar's hand like Rex was saying.
Why?
Because that's what people normally do.
No,
they don't.
What they do.
No.
Quarterbacks always shake each other after they always look.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. 90% of the time they look for each other and they shake.
Not even 98%. No, they don't. No, they don't. I promise you, they don't.
In a high pressure, in a high emotional state, since you want to say with emotions, he took time to sit by himself. That's why I asked you, are we sure he didn't have that conversation, or are we just going off of what a camera caught?
But why do I have to? Why does he have to?
Why does he have to what?
Why does he have to have a conversation with anybody besides himself?
And his teammates.
Sportsmanship?
Fuck sportsmanship, bro. What the fuck?
I mean, I literally, this is what kills me. I literally just said why, because we know with a quarterback like Lamar and a quarterback like Shedeur, being young, Lamar would have gave him some words of wisdom of how he can grow in it. We see it all the time.
You can have that conversation.
100%. I'm not saying, but in that moment on the field, that's what people expect of him, right? They expect to see these two guys meet. And like I said, I don't know, Mulich, if you probably was telling the kid, sometimes we do get quarterbacks that don't meet in the middle, right? Whatever percentage you want to put on it. Sometimes we get coaches that don't meet in the middle, but we also have coaches that's beefing that still meet in the middle, shake each other hand, don't say shit, and then walk the fuck off. Because it's, to me, as a fan, it's part of the game. So I think what Rex is saying is, because it's part of the game, you would like to see him do it because he's young. And I think Rex is taking a stance of he's selfish. I'm not taking that stance. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Shedeur sitting on the bench and thinking to himself. What I would have liked him see him go dap up Lamar 100%. In that moment, I'm only talking about that moment. I'm not talking about what could have happened after, what could happen. In that moment, where we would have loved Shedeur to dap up Lamar and Lamar to grab him, hold him tight, embrace him, and whisper some shit in his ear of encouragement. 100%. For me, you guys might not feel that way, but I do.
What does that change? Does that change anything?
I'm not saying it changes anything, but we see a lot of times it lets him know that his peers respect him. It lets him know that his peers see him. Like, that can go a long way from a young quarterback having a guy like Lamar Jackson, like, oh, you got it. Don't worry about what they're doing. Like, that shit will go a long way for him.
I would say what went further is Myles Garrett sitting in front of a microphone saying that I spoke to him.
100%. But Myles Garrett also said that when it comes back to Shedeur, it comes to Shedeur starting or not starting, he has nothing to do with it. So he didn't even back his quarterback up, want him to be a starter. He did. I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that.
That's true. He doesn't.
No, because
he doesn't. 100%.
Yeah, but that's what
100%.
You're talking about an interview that happened a couple of weeks ago. The interview that he had after the game, he said, we trust him because we see it in practice.
He said we saw it. I heard what he said. He said we saw it.
Right.
But that could also mean we see it in college.
No, in practice. When he has no control over who starts or not. But now that he is starting, he can now say we know what he's capable of because we've seen it in practice.
We 100% know that people have come out and said it before that they've seen a quarterback play good in practice. And we know sometimes it translates to the field when you're playing against other teams, not your team, other teams, and sometimes it don't. And who's to say that it
that's not the point that you were trying to make. You was trying to say that he didn't back Shedeur. But
in that moment, yeah. And like I said, I did correct myself, and I said I did hear him say that we seen it 100%. But I still stand on we don't know when he's. I didn't hear practice come out that clip you just showed. I heard him say we seen it. We seen it was his quote.
Yeah,
and that could have been in college.
It was in practice. It was in practice. I can get the rest of it. I had to cut it out. I don't want to put it.
Yeah, you can't get his copyright. I know, man. I'm not telling you play the whole fucking interview. I'm just saying, like, I can understand it. Like, I do think there are people in Cleveland that like Shedeur. I can also believe that there are people in Cleveland that don't like Shedeur. Players, whatever, upper echelons of.
But that's
100%. Right, 100%. But my thing is too, it's like, okay, it's Garrett saying that, Myles Garrett saying that is a big deal because Myles Garrett is the guy on the defense. That's the thing. And I also like that he said that we can't allow Shedeur to take the blame because it's on us. You feel me? The defense, Shedeur didn't allow the points. The defense did in the fourth quarter for the Ravens to take the lead, right? So they have to take their onus too. You want to see your guys take up for it. But for me, it's like, I just think we put too much pressure on a guy to start with the placement that he was drafted. I'm not saying Shedeur is not good. I'm not saying he won't be a starter in this league. But I forget the guy's name. I heard him say it over the weekend. And that's why I started the conversation. Let's talk about the 5th round pick. Should he be a 5th round pick? No, but he is. And they're treating him like one. Could that be on purpose? 1,000%.
Are they treating him like a 5th round pick, or are they treating him like someone who has more potential than the 5th round pick?
5th round pick, because just the other day on the podcast, whatever it's called, that Stephen A. and Talib is on, the guy up there, I think he said he got drafted 5th round as a corner. A guy got drafted to the same team 3rd round. He said that he outplayed that guy in practice every day. Do you think and he asked Talib, he said, do you think I was starting over that 3rd rounder? He says, no. Whoever makes the money starts, no matter how better you are. Now, that might not be every scenario. That's just that guy's scenario, right? Guy went before him in the 3rd. He went in the 5th. He didn't get the reps. There was also a quarterback, was it McClown? He just came out and said when he was a 3rd string, he didn't get reps with the first stream team. Right. So but that's what I'm saying. So are they treating him like a 5th round? 100%. No.
I'm not asking you if the Browns are treating him like a 5th round pick. I'm asking you if the media and other people talking about this are treating him like a 5th round pick.
I think the people that's on the side of pump the brakes on Shedeur, yes, are treating him like a 5th round pick. I think people like yourself and Moo included, because you guys know he shouldn't have been a 5th round pick, praise him because you know he should be in the game. But I also think you have to go by the measures of what he was drafted by. Is it fair? You could argue it's not. But he was a 5th round pick. And we look at any other 5th round pick, and what scenarios do they get a starting job?
Okay, now we're talking about we're talking about first team reps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When Joe Flacco was the starting quarterback, and Dylan Gabriel was the backup quarterback, did Dylan Gabriel get first round reps with the first team as the backup quarterback?
I'm sorry, what you said?
When Joe Flacco was the quarterback and Dylan Gabriel was the backup, did Dylan Gabriel get first round reps as the backup?
Probably did, because he's the backup. But we're not talking about the third string quarterback.
Freeze it. Now, when they released and traded Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel became the starter and Shedeur became the backup. Did Shedeur get first team reps?
No, he should have.
I didn't ask you if you should. I said
no.
Did
I said no. I said no.
So then therein lies the problem.
But you could say therein lies the problem, but why didn't they give him first team reps?
Because it's bad coaching. I keep trying to tell you this.
You can say it's bad coaching, and I'm still going to tell you it's bad fucking organization, because if the coach is coaching bad, doesn't the coach have a boss? And if the coach's boss ain't fucking correcting him, where's that guy's boss? And if that boss isn't correcting the GM, then where's that guy's fucking boss? Is that not the chain? Like, this is what I say. We want to blame it on Stefanski.
The coach
Stefanski
runs the team.
Stefanski is a problem. But there are other fucking means up above him to make sure it's being running the right way.
They have other things to worry about.
The GM doesn't have other things to worry about, but what the fucking coach is doing and making sure he's running the team correct.
The 53-man roster is the coach's responsibility. Hey, this is why I tell you, this is what I mean by this.
So here's some new information that might finally start to clear up all of the questions and speculation surrounding Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel and the quarterback situation in Cleveland with Kevin Stefanski. This is from Albert Breer, called into 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland the other day, and he said from his understanding, Kevin Stefanski reportedly privately told offensive coaches on his staff that this would be a scheduled red shirt season for Shedeur Sanders. However, after Flacco's trade and Dylan Gabriel's struggles, it certainly seems like other prominent members of the organization want to see what they have. And that, to me, would indicate Andrew Berry trading away Joe Flacco when Kevin Stefanski made Joe Flacco the QB2 behind Dylan Gabriel instead of Shedeur Sanders. So how do the Browns get Shedeur Sanders moved up the depth chart? Simply remove Joe Flacco from the equation. It seems to me like there is no longer alignment on this situation between the coaching staff and the front office. And from the beginning, it was speculated that Shedeur Sanders was not a Kevin Stefanski pick, but it was an Andrew Berry pick. And it seems right now we have a bit of a power struggle between Kevin Stefanski wanting his guy, Dylan Gabriel, to continue to be the starter for the Browns this season, and Andrew Berry in the front office wanting their guy, Shedeur Sanders, to go out there and show what they might have in him for the future. So again, this report is nothing crazy. It just kind of confirms what we were already speculating was probably the case. But it is interesting to hear that Stefanski had reportedly told his staff that this would be a scheduled redshirt year for Shedeur, which explains why he's gotten no reps, no practice, no opportunities all the way back to minicamp, because he was never intended to play this season.
Stefanski never intended to draft him at all.
So,
tells me what I need to know.
Yeah, this is not an organization. I told you this is a head coach problem.
No, you can say it's a head coach problem, but if it's just that simple as it being a head coach problem, the Browns would give you and Mulich what you want, and they would have fired Stefanski around the same time they were fired. That's what's in the process of. That's why. Right, but then, so if that was the case when he took, because we talked about him taking over. If that was the case, then why hold on to Stefanski, knowing Stefanski isn't going to put the guy that you want in the game. It would be clear to me once he continues to start Dylan Gabriel, because that's his guy. You get rid of him, so you clear the way for Shedeur. Just like the guy said, they got rid of Joe Flacco to clear the way for Shedeur to be quarterback number 2. So once you see Stefanski isn't doing that, right? He isn't clearing the way, so Shedeur gets in the game. Then you get rid of Stefanski, as you guys are saying. They haven't got rid of him yet, and to me, I don't think they're going to get rid of him. Maybe to the end of the season. But then what is the?
You don't get rid of him.
I'm not saying that's the wrong thing. Daboll, like I said, I told you guys when Daboll got fired, I wouldn't have fired him. Would have let him at least finish his contract because now we got 4 quarterbacks on the payroll that's not coaching the team. But if Stefanski, to me, it's okay, if they're having a power struggle, to me, still, it's on the organization because there should be no power struggle. If your boss is telling you to do this,
they're not. No, the boss isn't telling. They're not telling. See, this is why I tried to explain to you. The coach is the guy when it comes to the team. The GM cannot tell the head coach, bro, do this, because that's still his team. He can suggest things. Yes, hey, I think it would be a good idea for us to see what we have and so and so.
And when that doesn't happen, what do you do now?
What did I tell you before? What is my favorite thing to do? You allow people to create their own demons.
But he already created his demons. So we just sit here and let him create more for what reason? If he already created enough.
So when I fire you, I have all the ammo that I need.
But this is what I'm saying. Don't they have all the ammo they need?
Yes.
Wouldn't this be enough?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, why not pull the Dabo move and get rid of him right now so then you clear the way 100% for Shedeur to start and finish the season?
Because that's messy. That's messy.
Who cares? It's messy. It helps your franchise, right? So if you don't fire Shedeur, you still get rid of Joe Flacco. Dylan Gabriel does not get hurt. He's not in concussion protocol. Guess what happens? Shedeur still doesn't start. He's still redshirt. So how do you fix the problem of wanting to get him in now, right? Like Barry said, we want to try to get Shedeur now so we can see what we got in him.
Tommy Reese already had in place that Shedeur was going to start the last 4 games of the season.
Okay. Who is that on the team? I don't know that guy.
The offensive coordinator.
Okay. And so he makes the decisions who start and who doesn't?
He's the offensive coordinator.
And you're telling me the coach can't override him?
No, because he's the offensive coordinator.
Okay, so if Stefanski wants Dylan Gabriel in the game, you're telling me because the offensive coordinator wants Shedeur in there, Shedeur's going in?
Because part of them giving Tommy Reese the power to take over the offense was so that, A, he can assess Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. That's why he has the power to say the last 4 games of the season, Shedeur Sanders is starting regardless of what Dylan Gabriel does.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that simple. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think. I think if Stefanski is fighting this hard for his guy Dylan, he's still going to fight for him in the last 4 games. If they saying that it was
now, he can't.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I did say pending any injury to Gabriel will still be starting because that's what the Stefanski wants. I don't think Stefanski is going to let the offensive coordinator determine what he wanted to do with Dylan Gabriel. I think maybe that's more of a power struggle or whatever it is in the team, more ammo to fire Stefanski. But I just don't see it as that simple. Knowing how much Stefanski fought for Dylan up until this point, right? I don't see him giving in to Shedeur
because the organization has already started stripping power from him. That's 100%. That's the point of all of this. Yeah, he has no choice in the matter.
But see, then so on one hand, you're telling me the organization can do something, but then on the other hand, you're telling me the organization can't do nothing because it's Stefanski's team and it's Stefanski's job.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't tell Stefanski, you got to do this. They said, look, we need to see what we have. When he said, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, they said, cool. Well, since that's not working, let Tommy Reese call the plays. Because this is what happened last year when they had Ken Dorsey. They said, look, the offense looks like some bullshit with you calling the plays. So we need to make a change. The change is let Ken Dorsey call the plays. Ken Dorsey left. Now we got Tommy Reese. Offense looks bad. With you calling the plays, so now we're going to switch it from you calling plays to Tommy Reese calling the plays.
But for me, right, if you took the coaching job, the calling the play job from him last year, the guy that you gave it to leaves, and I said this to you 2 weeks ago, why would you then, knowing that Stefanski isn't a good offensive play caller, why did you give it back to him? Why not bring that offensive coordinator in and then let him call the plays from the beginning, from the start? Because you know Stefanski struggles in that area. Why give it back to him just to take it away from him?
But therein lies the biggest. He has struggled, yes, but his calling card is offense. This is what I try to. But this is what I try and tell you. As a manager, this is what I do. This is what you do. We allow people to fuck it up so that 100%. When I sit you down and be like, look, it's time for us to move on. I have enough on my, like, we gave you a chance. You fucked it up. You had the offense coordinator job and the head coach job. You fucked up. We gave it to Ken Dorsey. We gave it back to you because we believed in you, and you fucked it up again. And we had to take it away from you. So now you can't tell me, well, I didn't have my guy. You had Dylan Gabriel. It didn't work. Everything that you asked for, we gave it to you, and you fucked up. Now, sign this right here on this line. You see this X? Sign it right there so we can part ways, and I can get somebody else in here.
It doesn't make sense to me.
How does it not make sense? It's perfect sense.
Just telling you. I just told you why it didn't make sense to me. I'm not. To you it might. To you it might. I'm not knocking you if it makes sense to you. It just don't make sense to me. If I'm going to strip this guy, he wasn't doing good, and then we believe in you, so I'm going to give it back to you. But you didn't believe in me halfway through last year when you took it from me. But now all of a sudden you believe in me again, and then now all of a sudden halfway through it you don't believe me again, so you strip it from me again.
Do you know why?
To me, the bigger picture to me is the organization. It's yes, no. Here, you got it. No, you don't got it. Yeah, you got it. No, you don't got it. So to me, yes, you could put as much blame on Stefanski as you want, but I'm going to stick to my guns, as I've been saying for the last 3-4 weeks. It's partly on Stefanski. It's partly on the organization, because to me, nobody is handling that shit well. Nobody. They're not, because you draft Shedeur, which is Barry, you said is the GM, right? That's the GM's guy, Barry. And then you allow your coach, right, to draft Gabriel. That's his guy. But isn't the GM and the coach supposed to be on the same page when it comes to who they drafted and who's who guy and what it is? Because if you have your GM wanting one guy and your coach, right, isn't that a conflict of interest?
The GM, the reason why they drafted Shedeur was because they never intended to draft Shedeur.
Well, from what I heard, the NFL went to them and asked the Browns, can they do him a favor and draft him? That's what I heard.
That was not what happened.
That's what I heard.
That is not
what I heard is.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, I want to get this out. I want you to tell me. Correct me after I said. So what I heard was, and this was on one of the big things, is that remember when the owner to the Browns gave Deshaun Watson that fully guaranteed contract? Mm-hmm. There was a secret owners meeting where all of the owners, every single one of them got together and was like, nah, this shit cannot happen. So people, excuse me, people were speculating that took place on Shedeur, but it didn't. The owners did not get together and be like, hey, nobody's drafting this guy. But there were some owners that didn't want him. From what the guy said is Roger Goodell, because of them giving Deshaun that contract and the owners being mad, it was like, hey, you do us the solid and draft Shedeur. That's what the guy would say. I don't know if it's true, but correct me if I'm wrong, man.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. No.
I don't know.
Andrew Berry said when we got to the 5th round, because that was their last pick, they had no more picks after that. Their last pick in the draft was in the 5th round. They said Shedeur was sitting there. They did not think Shedeur would be sitting in the draft in the 5th round because he thought he would get drafted. You're getting a 1st round, at worst, an early 2nd round pick in the 5th round. The value of that pick is too high in a position that you don't have. You don't have the starting quarterback. That's why you drafted Dylan Gabriel. Deshaun Watson's hurt. You brought back Joe Flacco. You had Kenny Pickett. You got journeymen in your quarterback room and a not proven rookie that you drafted in the 3rd round, and a dude who was projected to go in the top 5 picks is in the 5th round. He said that would be stupid for us to pass up on.
How many times did they pass up on him before that, though?
Did you hear anything I just said?
No, I heard you. Yeah. But they didn't expect him to be in the 5th round. But how many
because they got everything that they needed. They drafted a quarterback. They 100%. Got 2 running backs. They got the tight end. They got the defensive lineman. They got the stuff that they needed. Mm-hmm. And they had that last pick. And it was like, look, dog, we got all the other things that we needed. This right here, the value's too high for us to not take it. It's too high.
So, and I could understand that if they were going to treat him like he was that top 5 supposed pick.
That
right?
wasn't the coach who picked that.
No, I'm not. And I get it. I get the GM picked him. But if the GM is picking a guy, I would think that the GM, if that's the GM guy, the GM wants that guy in as soon as possible. If they don't have a starter like Deshaun Watson. Because if Deshaun Watson isn't there, I mean, if Deshaun Watson is healthy, we're not having this conversation.
But we are having a conversation.
Right.
Deshaun Watson
but I'm just saying,
healthy.
if Deshaun Watson was healthy,
but that's
a hypothetical. Yes, it is a hypothetical. But I'm saying if Deshaun, because their quarterback, the guy they really want is Deshaun Watson, right? If they could have Deshaun healthy, I don't know if they draft even Dylan Gabriel, right? But you know Deshaun's going to be missing, so you got to draft somebody in his place. Do you make the right choice in Dylan? I don't know. Do you make the right choice in drafting Shedeur in the 5th round? I don't know. Should Shedeur have went earlier? Yes. I think where his placement of draft is has something to do with why the Browns or Stefanski doesn't want, or some league or some people, football players look at him the way he does, like he's a 5th round pick. The guy is talented. We know that from what he has done in college, right? But there's something, I said this 2 weeks ago, there's something going on where it's like this guy is technically getting blackballed because there's no way all of these teams should have passed up on him as many times as they did for Shedeur to make it to the 5th round. And now that he made it there, right? Now that he made it there, and how I feel is they put it there on purpose because now they get to treat him like that. I could treat you like a 5th round pick because that's where you were drafted. And I think that's what's going on. Stefanski's like, well, you're not my guy. You were a 5th round pick. I don't have to give you this, but should he? I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just calling it how I see it.
He's not give him what though? That's you keep saying give him. Like give him what?
Will you give Shedeur?
Yeah.
Or give Stefanski?
You're talking about Stefanski has to give him something. What does it give him what?
The chance to start.
He should
the chance to play.
He earned the chance to start.
But besides that, the coach still has to be willing to, you're in. I'm doing this.
I literally just played the thing where the coach, where he told the offense,
right? It was a redshirt year
that he's not. You can't. This is not college football, dog. You can't redshirt.
They're saying college. How do you redshirt somebody in the NFL?
Right, and that's another point that it slipped my mind that I did want to get to. Like, even Stefanski telling them he's redshirted tells me basically all I need to know.
What does that tell you?
It tells me, one, Stefanski didn't want him. 2, Stefanski wasn't Stefanski wasn't going to develop him. Stefanski wasn't going to give him a fair shot. And to me, that's not nothing that the organization or whoever's above Stefanski, the GM, that's not nothing they don't know. So you have to ask yourself as an organization, how do I put myself in the best spot to win? And if the coach is the problem, as you guys were saying, 4 weeks ago when Troy first got back over here to Ish, that Stefanski should have been fired, and we 4 weeks later and they still haven't fired him?
Right.
So you continue allow him to hurt the team, hurt the dynamic, fuck up everything.
But it's already fucked up. See, think about it. You can't.
But look, if you got rid of him 4 weeks ago, Shedeur has 4 games under his belt right now.
No, you still play Dylan Gabriel because you still have to see what Dylan Gabriel is.
I don't know, with him throwing the ball to the ground, not being able to throw it down the field. One of the commentators say he hasn't been getting better game to game. So I think once Talib said Joe Flacco had 4 games, Dylan would have had 4 games, and if Dylan didn't play well in those 4 games, Shedeur would have been in.
But exactly. But the thing about you have to. This is what I keep saying. You allow people to create their own demons. You put them out there, let them fuck it up. You have to let Dylan Gabriel go out there and fuck it up. You have to. That's just what it is. So now when you bring Shedeur in, it doesn't turn into, oh, well, they didn't give him enough. They didn't give him a long enough leash to see what he has. Because now you have film with him, with the guy, with his guy, which is Kevin Stefanski. Now you have film of him with Tommy Rees and the offense. And it didn't go well. It didn't go well with either one of them. Now you bring in Shedeur. See what you got.
Right, but I'm saying if Stefanski isn't there, I think Shedeur, even if it's not 4 games, he would have been starting already. it's especially how everybody's looking at Stefanski that he needs to go, right? If you get rid of him when I first got back here, they said they fired him that same week. Do you guys believe that Shedeur is still on the sideline, or do you think he's in the game playing? He would have had at least 2, maybe 3 games under his belt.
No, Shedeur would still be on the sideline because he still has to get practice reps. He's got to get practice
reps.
He
would have got, I think, but that too, I think he would have got the practice reps until see.
But he would
later
have
on.
He still would have been the backup for a couple weeks before he got in.
Right, but that's what I said. I didn't say right away. I said a couple of weeks. Dylan Gabriel 4 games. Let's say Stefanski got fired. Dylan Gabriel
and that's
4
where
games.
we are now.
But that's what I said. But Stefanski is still there, and if Dylan Gabriel isn't in a concussion protocol, he's still starting.
Mulich. I should go find it. I said weeks ago. I said Shedeur's first start, regardless, will be against the Raiders.
Yep.
I said this. I said I looked at the schedule. I said his
perfect game for him too. Perfect game for him too.
Yeah.
Perfect starting game.
I thought that he would at least had some reps before this, but either way, I knew this was going to be where it starts.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question because you guys played football, I didn't. So who is him not getting reps on? Is it on the offensive coordinator or is it on Stefanski? Is the offensive coordinator can't be like, yo, Shedeur, get in with the starters?
That's on the head coach because the head coach told the offensive, because you got to understand, Kevin Stefanski was the head coach and the OC.
Mm-hmm. Until they replaced him last year.
Until they replaced him. So,
but that's what I'm saying. But this year, this guy, the offensive coordinator that's there now, he's been there all year.
Yeah, but Tommy Rees just started calling plays last week.
Right, because they relinquished it from Stefanski and gave it to him. But what I'm saying is, if I'm the offensive coordinator and we're in practice, I can't then be like, yo, Shedeur, get in with the starters, or is that only on the coach?
He was the assistant coordinator. He wasn't the head. That was Stefanski.
Okay, and then they bumped him up when they took it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he got a promotion and they gave him essentially more power to call plays.
I like I said, I get what you're saying. I'm not against Shedeur. I don't want people thinking I'm hating Shedeur, but I do think the hype is a little bit too much. Let's see what the guy got. I'll have a clear judgment of him this Sunday when he plays against the Raiders, Mel and Mulich's team. Hopefully he beats the bricks off of them.
They're gonna beat the dog shit out of us.
If they don't, it's gonna be bad for Shedeur next week, bro. I'm telling you, Big Head Media gonna rip his ass apart.
But then,
all he has to do is complete one pass, and he plays better than Geno.
Yes,
but this is why I said because
Geno about to go stupid.
I listened to Stephen A. and I listened to a bunch of other people say
Eugene Smith.
That about to go stupid.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I said Geno about to go stupid. You know Shedeur coming to town. He about to go stupid.
Yeah, he don't go stupid.
Geno about to go stupid.
Do you understand that Myles Garrett had 6 sacks 2 weeks ago, 5 sacks last week?
Yeah, that nigga's a beast.
And the Raiders have a horrible offensive line.
100%.
With injuries.
So Myles Garrett might have 10 sacks in this game.
Yeah, he might set a record.
Sure, they're playing a bad team.
Now, but my thing is, why does
there's no way Eugene is playing anywhere close to good.
No, yo, I'm telling you.
Why does
y'all niggas gonna be mad as hell? Geno come out and throw 4 touchdowns, bro.
No, you had it right the first time. 4 interceptions.
Nah, 4
interceptions. You had it right the first time. No, because that means he would have to see DBs out there. He still is going up against 2 top 10 DBs. No.
Hell yeah, I have been, Mike. I don't give a fuck why you snitching, nigga.
No. He couldn't even shred up a bad Cowboys secondary last week.
Eugene can't shred lettuce at this point.
Nigga can't shred cheese. What are we doing?
Hey, Big Mike is on Gentleman Talk. Who's Big Mike guy snitching on me, bro? Who is nigga snitching on? This is Mel Burner account right here. Mel over there typing it up.
I'm on my phone and doing it at the same time.
Nah, that was off of Mel though. I'm always gonna come at Mel, but I just think we need to definitely. I came at Mel in the group chat. Troy ain't scared of y'all motherfuckers.
But even with that, why is Shedeur under more pressure this week than any other quarterback? Why is that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because it doesn't make sense, but I think it's because of the hype that's
he's a 5th round pick, right?
100%. But I think it's the hype that's on him, what people expect from him in the league, and what they hope to see from him in the league.
No, but most people, like you said, they don't like Shedeur. They don't expect nothing from him.
No, I said some people like him and some people don't like him.
Yeah, but if you view him, what happened?
I said it's Mel Burner. Hopefully he does.
Yeah, well, I'm praying. Like I am on the. I want Shedeur to go out there, throw for 350 and 4 touchdowns. I want him to torch.
If he's
gonna cook us. He's finna cook us.
Would be right here. That movie say he finna cook us.
He's finna cook us, bro.
I had it as a note. Mulich and Mel gonna root for Shedeur more than they root for their own team, and I know their team suck, but I don't give a fuck.
This is a win-win, dog. The Raiders can move closer to that number 1 overall pick. This is a win-win.
Do what with it? And do what with it?
It don't matter. They got it.
They're gonna trade it away for fucking CJ Stroud.
I'm cool.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take that. I will take that. You just keep giving us better quarterbacks than Geno.
Listen, you gotta fix the rest of the team. Then you just say your offensive line trash.
Yeah.
No matter what quarterback you have, if you cannot
but we need a quarterback.
Didn't y'all say Shedeur didn't get protected? The offensive line didn't help him in that game.
Yeah, but what
true?
Good is having a good quarterback and a bad offensive line.
But that's what I said.
Yeah. So what's good is having a good offensive line and a bad quarterback.
At least they protect him.
So he can throw more interceptions?
At least he got the time to
throw picks.
He got the time to pick who I want to throw it to on the opposite team. Who I want to throw to that
corner. And you just described Geno Smith right there. Thank you.
Yeah, you get practice. The offensive line get practice protecting the guy. So when you get a good quarterback, they know what to do.
Mm-mm. No.
We know who that is.
Fuck y'all.
Well, we know who that is.
Is that DJ?
Well, we know. I was gonna say we know who that is.
I'm
talking about DJ. You snitching?
He just gave it away. Yeah, he just gave it away.
You snitching? Wait till I catch you, DJ.
He just gave it away.
But yeah, I just don't like all the hype. I want to see let the guy show me something first on the football field, and then I'll be like, all right. Because like I said, you know me. I did it with Cooper Kupp, and then it was short-lived to me, in my opinion, very short-lived. Like, and then it's like, all right, we did all this hooping and hollering for Cooper, and so I'm tired of all this. Oh, he's good, and then he's only good for a short span. Oh, he's good, and then he's good for a short. Oh, he's good, and I want to see something. Let Shedeur get out there and show me something before we start pushing the narrative that all this shit that was coming out here, good quarterback, he's this, he's that, he's gonna be better than this. We don't know. We don't know how he's going to perform. We know he's a very good quarterback from what he's shown us in the past and what his teammates say in practice, but we don't know what he's going to be like with real defenses coming out. You feel me?
That's true. We never said he was good or a superstar. Like you said, we don't know. But at the same time, can you let him showcase some skills?
I'm with you. Let him showcase it. But on the other hand, we also have to understand that we can let him showcase this, but we can also not let him showcase it. Is it right? Some people could say no. But in the position he was drafted, they could do whatever the fuck they want with him technically. Like, he's not in a prominent position where he's making money and they have to play him. He's not. He got drafted in a position where they can just sit on it. But you're missing
the point. I'm not saying they have to play him. I'm saying that the dudes that they had in front of him are trash. So
100%. I'm not.
So it should be within your best interest. If you're doing what's in the best interest of the team, what
other fifth round pick got played when the quarterback wasn't playing well?
Most fifth round picks are sitting behind veteran quarterbacks, not other rookie quarterbacks.
Right, but that was the plan, and things stacking or fell into place to where Shedeur ended up on number 2 on the depth chart, and we already solidified that he should have been taking reps. But as a third string quarterback, where was his play? That's where they placed him from the rip, third string. That's where they planning on keeping him, barring any injury. Right, he was going to be a third string, which means he gets no rep with the first team.
So Tom Brady should have never played. So Tom Brady should have never played.
What do you mean? Tom Brady came in when the guy got injured? No.
Yeah, right.
Right. But if that guy never got injured and they was losing, the Patriots was bad at that time. No.
No, they weren't.
When Tom Brady started, they were
number 1.
They were 0-2 when Tom Brady took over.
They weren't. They were about to go to the playoffs. What are you talking about?
When Tom Brady took over, I think it was the beginning of the new season, wasn't it? And the guy got injured.
No.
I got to look at
the season. They were the top of the AFC.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe had them damn near undefeated, I believe.
Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. So Colin Kaepernick should have put Alex Smith back in, right?
If that's what they wanted to do, yeah. If they
you're saying based off where he got drafted, that's what should have happened.
Based off where he gets drafted is normally what happens, not what should have happened. It's what happens. I just gave you, and that is rare. And that is rare occasions. Rare occasions. It does not happen all the time, every day on a regular basis, every year. 5th round rookie quarterback starting or getting reps with the first team. Let's not act like it's everybody gets rep with the first team.
So Kurt Warner should have never. So Trent Green should have got the job back.
You can say he could have got his job back. I'm not saying if people get injured and guys get in and you think, oh, this guy is better for us at that point that he got in, 100% go with him. I'm not saying anybody should get the job back. I am saying, barring any injury, the 5th round pick isn't getting fucking starting time with the first team. That's just it. That's it. We're making it more than it is because it's Shedeur. And that's just what it is. Yes, it is. What other 5th round pick are we fighting for right now?
I was going to say, because Brock Purdy did the exact same thing.
And what happened why did Brock Purdy get his chance?
Because Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt.
Right.
But they had a veteran quarterback on the roster.
Right. But they went with who because of what?
They went with Brock Purdy.
Because of what? Because they believed in him, no? And then they got rid of Alex Smith. I mean, whatever the guy that was there, right? And they kept Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Because they trusted more. What happened with Green Bay? Did they not get rid of Aaron Rodgers and go to Jordan Love?
No, Aaron Rodgers left.
Well, Aaron Rodgers left and Jordan Love. But there are instances where quarterbacks get hurt, other guys take over, and those quarterbacks might not come back. The coach, right? Richardson was hurt last year. They get Danny Dimes starting. And I said a couple of weeks ago, hey, is Richardson not getting his job back? You guys said no. I was shocked at that. Was I not?
But based off what you just said, wouldn't they be more inclined to go with the veteran quarterback that's been on 11 teams in the NFL?
You can, unless you've seen something from a guy and you believe it. If it's your guy, if that's the guy you wanted to pick and you wanted to develop him, then yes, you go to him. When it's not your guy, you don't go to him.
Who was Brock Purdy's guy? Or whose guy was Brock Purdy?
Who drafted him?
We don't know. He was Mr. Irrelevant, bro. He was the last pick in the draft.
They just took him with the last pick. They did the exact same thing that the Browns did.
But the 49ers
bolster their.
So is the 49ers a good franchise or a bad franchise?
They're a good franchise.
Okay, thank you.
I would say solid franchise.
Okay, either solid, good, decent.
What does that mean? What does that mean about the
Browns are bad? The Browns are a bad franchise, and that's what I've been saying for the last 4 weeks.
What does that got to do with the pick, though?
What you do with your players counts for you being a bad. So, and Brock Purdy, if the team, like you guys saying, they should have did with Shedeur, right? The team should have gave him some reps. See what he did. That's probably what the 49ers did. Gave him some reps. See the nigga what he did. Put him out there so that he could play the game. And it's like, all right, that could be our guy right there. We don't need this guy no more. We got him, and then go with that guy. The Browns aren't doing that
because Kyle Shanahan's a good coach.
What? Good organization, good coaches, good organization, and good coaches fit together. We have
keep going organization in this motherfucking conversation.
100% because the organization. I've been standing on 10 toes down for 4 weeks on the organization because the organization does not get exempt for what the team is. They're a part of it. You got to fix it. You got to get the right guys in place to make sure the team is running correctly. And if it's not, like you guys say, get them the fuck out of there. And you got to do it in a timely manner that you don't hurt the dynamic of the team. The Browns aren't doing that. To me, makes it a bad franchise. I don't care who's the coach. I've said this before. I don't give a fuck who's the coach. They're a bad franchise. Don't care who the coach is. I don't care if you go to Tom Brady to give up his booth job in ownership to the Raiders to coach the team. They're still a bad fucking franchise.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs a good franchise or bad franchise before Andy Reid got
there? They were a bad franchise that turned good.
Why did they turn good?
Because the organization brought in a guy that they believed in, right? But also
no. Just answer the question.
I'm answering it. Saw his path and followed it. That's why they're not a bad organization.
So the organization didn't change. So the organization didn't change.
The organization did change. The organization did change. The culture changed. And that's the whole team. The culture. That's the whole team, top to bottom. The culture has to change. If the organization doesn't,
if it's the same organization, and all you changed was the coach.
Listen,
then what was the big change?
When an organization goes in to hire a coach, are they not looking for something in particular?
Did they not find that in other coaches before him?
Are they not looking for something in particular?
Did they find it in the coaches before?
I love how my questions go with another question.
Yes, I'm asking
your
you.
questions.
If they were looking for it, did they see it in the coaches before them?
Did they? Were they not looking for something? That was
yes,
my question.
They were.
Oh, okay. So if you think the organization that was bad, right, that wants to get good, right, that wants to win championships, right, and I agree with you, DJ. They were kind of respectful. You can say whatever you want. That wants to get better. They're going to go out there, right, believe in the coach, try to coach out. Grab Andy Reid. Now they have to buy into his system. Not only do they have to buy into his system, they have to give him what he needs. So to me, working on that thing, it goes like this: I give, you give, you give, I give, I give. But it helps the whole dynamic of the team change, because now it's like we don't want to be mediocre no more. We want to win. So we got to give him this. What do you need? You need this. All right, I got you. I got you. But if I'm a general manager or organization that goes, yeah, I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving. No, we're gonna. This is what we want. That's what you do. I told you what changed. I don't know what more you want.
Were the New England Patriots a good organization before they hired Bill Parcells?
No, they were bad. But then,
what they do?
They changed the culture.
Okay,
I just said that. I said the same thing with the Kansas.
So
it's not coaching.
So it's
culture starts at the top all the way down, and that's the last thing I'm gonna say.
If it's the same organization and all you changed was the coach,
can change their coaching. Organizations can change their culture, and yes, a coach can do it. It doesn't mean it's just a fucking coach, because the coach isn't. The coach has to also get the GM on board. The GM has to get the guy on top of him on board, so they can get this stuff done and get the things that they need. It's not just the coach; it is the team. Or the whole team. It's why it's set up the way it is. No one guy gets anything done without the other.
No, the coach sets the culture.
I don't know why he's overlooking this.
It's the organization.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is.
No,
it's
the coach. No, it's not till y'all blue in the face, and Troy gonna say and tell you yes it is.
Well, because if you're saying that the organization has to help the coach put the pieces around, does that not mean the coach sets the culture and the organization just helps then build the culture that the coach set?
So if I'm an organization and the coach is asking me for something and I don't give it to him, does that make me a good organization or a bad organization if the coach is a good coach and he has the ability to change my culture?
That's not the dynamic.
Answer the question.
Fine, then yes, you're bad.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
But
that's what I've been saying from the jump. What do you mean it's not? That's all I've been saying since
the Browns have
that's the same thing.
But the Browns have
that has nothing to do with culture.
Everything. What haven't the Browns given Kevin Stefanski?
What
that has nothing to do with the Browns' culture either.
The Browns have given Kevin Stefanski.
The Browns suck from the top
because
down.
Their coach.
I don't know how more I could explain.
Because the coach.
So every single coach that the Browns had sucked. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then that would mean the people that's hiring those suck coaches suck fucking too. I don't understand why that's so hard to fucking believe. Somebody in that organization has to be making these picks on bad coaches. And guess what? It's not the fucking coach. So stop telling me it's not the organization. The organization doesn't sell. Yes, I hired a guy to come in and do it. That means when that shit doesn't work out, it falls on me. Point blank period. If I'm a manager and I hire 5 people and all 5 of them work out, guess who that fucking falls on? Me, because I hired them. Me. Not the guy that didn't work out. So
that's not how it works in the football world, bro. That's not how it works in the football world. That's not how it works in the NFL.
Y'all don't want it to work.
No, literally telling you that's not how it works in the NFL.
Yeah, because coaches get blamed for everything.
Okay, so when Bill Belichick wasn't successful in his last years of the Patriots, who did they blame?
Him.
Okay. Did they blame it on the general manager?
Did they even bring up Robert Kraft?
Did they bring up Robert Kraft? No, but what I'm saying is they should have. I'm not dumb not bringing it up. I'm telling you they should have. When an organization is good, the organization is good. We praise the organization for being good, right? When it's a good team. This organization knows what they're doing. They're a good fucking organization, but when a team is bad, we can't go, yo, the organization is bad.
So the last 3 years of Bill Belichick being an ass was bad. That's on the organization.
That's on
bad coaching.
Both of them.
No, that's on Bill Belichick.
That's on Bill Belichick, dog.
No, you want to know why? Because he was not only the head coach, he was the GM.
It's on both of them. Who made him the coach and GM?
See, he gonna ride this fucking. He gonna ride this shit like a goddamn pony.
Who gave him the fucking job? I'm not saying don't get me in. I'm not saying Bill Belichick is a bad coach. He had some bad years. I don't believe he should have been fired. That was on me, and I said that on the record.
No, it's not about whether he should have been fired or not.
It's time to turn.
It's about understanding what who holds the keys to the fucking car when it comes to the football team? And it's the head coach.
I'm not saying the head coach does not. I'm saying there's blame to go around. That's all Troy is saying. There's blame to go around. To
The
me,
coach
to Troy,
gets
to
the
Moolah
most
Jamel,
blame.
and thousands of other football fans. It could just fall on the coach. To what Troy is telling you, whether it's football or basketball, I'm tired of shit just falling on the coaches because there's a whole organization behind it.
No,
There's always things that happen behind the scenes that we don't know. Conversations that we don't know.
Decisions.
The coach has the majority blame when it comes to this. The exact same way in football, it's the quarterback. In basketball, it's the star player.
I don't just blame the coaches that the Giants hired for the Giants' failure. I blame the organization for hiring those fucking coaches.
No, you can't.
That's just how it is.
Bro, you
I can't,
can't,
and I am.
do that. No, then that's ignorant. That's
You can say what you want. You can say what you want. You look at it your way. I look at it my way, and that's how I look at it.
Just because you look at it, that doesn't make you right.
I didn't say I was right though. It's my opinion. It doesn't make you right either. It's my opinion. I literally stated it's my opinion.
I know how the structure works.
It's my opinion. It's my opinion.
As I said, this is why I said in the beginning, people who operate in feelings and facts will always butt heads. You're operating feelings.
No, I'm not. I got no emotions in
That's what an opinion is. It's feelings.
Just like your opinion, we could use facts in our opinions. Does not make it just doesn't turn our opinion into a fact.
These are
That's a contradiction. You can't use opinion.
You can. Yes, you can. That's how you support your opinion. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, you can't.
No.
That's how you support your opinion, by bringing up facts. It's what we do.
Support
it's what people
your
do.
fact with sources. You can't support your opinion.
An opinion is an opinion.
So everybody that looks at the same facts has the same opinion.
No, they have different sources.
Okay. No, everybody that looks at the fact is this, right? To say it's one fact. 100 people look at that. The same those 100 people are going to know they're not. No, they're not.
They
That's
have
why we have so many
sources.
podcasts where people though I just said they have the same one. They're all
the
same
thing.
The same
fact.
Right in front of them. The fact. Not the
source.
Fuck the fact. Well, we take a fact, we put it on paper, we give it to 100 people. They're all going to interpret it the same way? No, they're not.
Okay.
And interpretation is not an opinion.
An interpretation is not an opinion.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's not
Neither is a fact. You can't back a fact with an opinion.
You
have to back with sources.
I didn't say you back a fact with opinion. I said you back your opinion with facts. That's what
you can't do that either.
You can. What are we
No, you can't.
It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion if it's facts.
Do it all the time. I can be on one side of the conversation. You could be on the other. Can we both not have facts?
Right.
We can have facts. But that's not our opinion. That's a fact that you can't change.
We're both on different sides of the conversation. Your opinion is on this side. Mine is on this side. You're using facts to support your opinion on that side. I'm using facts to support my opinion on that side.
I wouldn't be using facts to support my opinion. I would be using sources to support my facts because you can't change a fact.
A fact is this. A fact is.
That's the point.
The Eagles win the Super Bowl last year.
100%.
That's a fact. Can the Eagles win the championship this year?
Who knows?
That's an opinion,
right? But if I then say, I think the Eagles could win this year because they won last year. Did I not use the fact that they won last year to win this year?
But that's an opinion because it hasn't happened
and I used a fact to back it.
But that's not,
my fact is they won last year. So on that, my opinion on them winning last year, to me, my opinion, because they won last year, they're going to win this year too. So I use the fact that they won last year to judge my opinion on them winning this year.
That fact cannot fuel future shit. Like you have to understand that. That's still an opinion.
That's still a contradiction.
Thank you, DJ. I'm done with this.
We're definitely not listening to DJ.
I'm done with
No, you cannot.
Troy rests his case.
No, you cannot.
Like that's so ridiculous. You can't do that, dog. If that's how you lose arguments.
That's how you think.
Oh my goodness.
This is how you lose arguments. Okay,
that's hilarious.
Speaking of the Eagles, okay. Matter of fact, I might prove another point of yours wrong right now. Okay, let's go. Let's listen to this.
It seems like number one that I don't know who's listening to the crowd or listening to the radio, but that's becoming an intricate part of the decision making in each week. Because when you look at how many opportunities A.J. Brown all of a sudden had in this particular game, it's really eye-opening because it's like this isn't the offense that we've seen. And a lot of his routes, like I said from the very beginning, are stop routes in 8 to 10 yards. It's a slant route. It's a go ball. It is nothing where you see him going across the middle, running a dig route. It's nothing that you see him running across a route that goes across the field with a deep post by Devontae. He ran a dig route which against Green Bay, which now we had Devontae running from the slot over the top, which if that safety jumps the dig, then we take and go over top with Devontae, which led to a touchdown. But I just don't see any creativity in this offense. And when you don't have any creativity in this offense, your play action game is null and void. Because when we do run the ball with Saquon, there's no running lane. And so I'm big on the attempts of how many times we run the football. But at some point, you got to have an explosive run play in there. And to be honest, the offensive line is not opening up enough holes where we can get Saquon to be able to burst through and get one-on-one versus a linebacker or safety. I mean, we ran the what was that, third and short play? And he ran in the back of the offensive lineman that was getting pushed. And so it's when I look at this offense, and everybody wants to look at, obviously, AJ not getting attempts or Jalen's not throwing them the football, this offense is boring. And Drew Brees said it on ESPN, it is boring. I mean, from the offense that I've come from and the offenses that I see all across the league, this offense is I don't know if he's trying to be methodical, meaning, hey, put yourself in second and medium situation and third and short, instead of where is the explosive plays? Where is the post?
No, that was Donovan McNabb. Based off how he was talking and based off the things that he was saying, Donovan McNabb was either drunk or he doesn't know football. Like we would think an NFL quarterback, all-pro quarterback, Pro Bowl quarterback would know football. You can't say we want explosive plays, but then turn around and then blow that hole up and be like, well, the offensive line isn't good enough. Then you can't have explosive plays if the offensive line isn't good enough. You can't say that the offense is not explosive and then want to say, well, maybe they want to move it methodically and be in, 2nd and 5 and second. Every offense wants to be 2nd and 5, every single one. The team, they're 7-2. And some of the most explosive offenses in the league currently right now, they're not 7-2. They're not. Some of the best offenses, the teams with the most explosive plays, aren't at the top of the offense, considered winning teams. Take yourself off mute. Don't shake your fucking head. You got something to say, say it.
That was the most ridiculous fucking argument I ever heard about facts.
Okay, that's why you showed. But that's why you showed up. You tell me why,
bruh. You make your opinion based on facts.
Okay, okay. Explain to me.
Like I explained it in the comments, but you didn't.
I'm not in the comments. Are you right here right now?
Okay, fine. Explain it to you. If I sit here and tell you I think Donald Trump is a bad president, and you say, well, and then I go get the facts to support why I think he's a bad president. Now, what Troy was saying also is just because he interprets them as what makes him bad doesn't mean somebody else will be like, well, that's why I think he's good because of these facts. Like, that's the whole point. You base your opinion on the facts presented. Not everybody does it, but yes, Troy was making perfect sense when he explained it, and I don't know why that didn't go through y'all head.
I didn't want to. Are you done? I didn't want to. I don't want to cut you off or nothing like that because Troy has a big problem with me cutting him off. I don't want to cut. I don't want
no, go ahead. You good?
When you cut me off, you have a big problem when I cut you off, man. All right, it's your fucking show. You're like, don't do that. You got a problem when I cut you off. I love it when you cut me off. I like the back and forth. But go ahead. I'm out of this one. It's y'all now.
Who that?
Yo.
Got the homie.
Throwing out the big sixes. OVO type shit.
Yep. So
what we talking about?
We live right now.
On what?
So Listen. No. I'm not going to yell. I'm trying not to yell. I'm trying to be nice today. I'm not going to yell. Okay? So don't get me riled up.
Let's talk about the Eagles.
Okay. Like I was saying.
Y'all gonna make me get into my dictionary bag.
I'm trying. I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna. All right. Like I was saying. Now, with I'm gonna just end it with this. How diplomatic Mel gonna be. That's just your opinion, DJ. Okay. Now moving on.
Leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that.
Moving on.
Nobody hears you.
You said. No. My B, I was trying not to. You said explosive offenses versus what was that last thing you said? Do we think about some explosive offenses isn't 7-2?
Because he said that the Eagles offense is boring and there's no explosive plays, yada yada.
But what the fuck does that mean though?
Explosive plays mean anything.
No, boring. Like what does boring mean? Like
I don't know. To me, that's the words that he used. I don't know. People who like if you're just running the ball and every play is 5 to 6 yards and it's not exciting football.
So what he want to see, 25, 30-yard throws, 25, 30-yard runs.
Yes.
That's not the makeup of the NFL. That doesn't happen on every down. So
but that's why I said
the game. So when it happens to other teams and they don't get big plays, or is that boring too until big plays happen to Donovan McNabb? Because that was Donovan, right?
That was Donovan.
So when Donovan wasn't making big plays or his running backs wasn't making big plays, did he say when he was quarterback and that was born?
Like because if you know how offensive coordinators and offensive minded people think, they want you to be able to chew up as much clock as you can because one, you want to make sure the defense gets enough rest.
It's the name of the game.
You want to be able to control the clock. Like if I throw the ball 50 yards and we score in 12 seconds. Is that helping my defense? No, that's not helping my offense because what happens is you start to rely on those things. You don't know how to actually sustain a drive when you need to sustain a drive. Like when teams know they can run the ball, they're like, look, we know we're going to get 4 yards every time we do this. So we're going to pound it. We're going to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. That's how the play action game works. That's how all of this stuff works. But I don't understand how you can look at a team that's 7-2 and tell them, you know what? I don't like how y'all doing this. It's working. That's all that matters. We live in this social media era where people think everything has to be flashy and bright lights and all. No, just win. I don't care how you do it. This is the AJ Brown situation all over again, where he doesn't care what happens with the team as long as he gets 8 catches and 110 yards and a touchdown. It's ignorance. Just win the game. I don't care how you do it.
But is AJ Brown the number one wide receiver?
Or am I off base with that? Yeah, he's the number one receiver.
So don't you think your number one wide receiver should get the most targets?
He has the most targets. My thing with that was he's not producing with the targets that he's getting. That's the problem.
DJ?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything boring about Philadelphia's offense. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, if you know anything about football, your great running backs especially the great running backs, they only average about 4 to 4.3 yards per game. Hall of Fame running backs only average right around 4 rushing yards per attempt. Like at one point, I think Jerome Bettis was the only person in the Hall of Fame that running back that didn't have at least 4 an attempt. So everything is not an explosive play, but I tell you what, getting positive yards is explosive as hell. So if you can't stop it and I keep getting these yards at the end of the day, explosiveness and highlight reel plays don't win Super Bowls. Consistency does. And if I'm consistently beating y'all ass and doing what I'm doing, this is my argument all the time when I tell people and I compare basketball players. It's like, oh, well, look where Vince Carter used to jump from, and this is and that. Like, look how explosive he was. Look at the highlight reel plays, but Vince Carter didn't win. And more importantly, how do you judge that versus somebody like Larry Bird saying, hey, I'm gonna catch the ball in the corner, and when I catch this ball in the corner, I'm gonna jab right, cross back left, step back, and shoot the shot over you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But we're not seeing that interaction on the field because they have helmets. How you know Saquon's like, I'm gonna keep running the ball at you, and until you stop me, we're gonna keep doing it just to prove a point. Like,
you know who has more explosive plays than the Philadelphia Eagles? The Miami Dolphins.
Maybe the Buffalo Bills too.
I was about to say Josh Allen. I was about to say Josh Allen.
Y'all want to know the most irritating part about that tape? This whole tape. The most irritating part about this. That's the reason why I don't like football nowadays, right?
Yep.
The most irritating part about this is everything is so offense. Oh, it was a low-scoring game. That means the offenses were bad. Or that means the defenses were fucking great.
Yeah.
What happened to us appreciating defensive fucking games? What happened to us appreciating the mind games going back between coordinators trying to score on a top defense, but they can't because that defensive coordinator is playing tricks, right? Like, we don't appreciate that shit because everybody wants to see the long bomb and the long runs. And, Saquon should have a long run. And shut the fuck up, bro. We should be appreciating these defensive players that are going all out and holding these all-star players essentially in a cage. What happened to us appreciating defense?
In a league that's designed for offenses.
That's because people don't appreciate the
weak
game
ass bullshit.
Game. And they don't know how to analyze and watch the game. That's all it is. All they know is they get to watch highlight plays. And like, oh, that's amazing.
That's how I know niggas don't watch film. Like I say every single week, y'all don't watch the game of football.
They don't. I got another clip.
Talking about it's boring. Football, no offense is boring.
It's ridiculous.
A low scoring game is boring. Those are the best games because you see the best forms of defense.
I mean,
you see the best
like
defensive players.
Josh Allen 8
the
times.
mind.
I wish somebody tell me it was boring.
I agree. We're
gonna get to Josh in a second. We're gonna get to Josh in a second.
Definitely agree with Moo on that. It's nothing boring about a good fucking low scoring game. I think people are so used to we got the Justin Jeffersons and the what is his name, Jamar Chases that's always blowing it for big yards, so we get to see these spectacular catches like OBJ and fucking all this other like those are one moments in games that shit happen. The rest of the game, I guess, is boring.
You got it. You have to. It has to be strategic. I'm gonna play another Eagles commentator, but we're gonna blow his argument up real quick too.
How much of this, though, in your opinion, is on Jalen?
You know, it's troublesome because I work with the Eagles insider, and, you know, we had an in-depth conversation last night in our post-game show. And it seems to him that, you know, there's some consternation when it comes to, you know, Jalen, you know, not only in the locker room, but in the organization. And that's problematic because, you know, from the outside looking in, you would never think that. As a coach's son, you would never think that. There's certain things and certain ways that he likes to run things, and there are things that they run in practice that, you know, they get in the game and he goes off on his own tangent. And to me, that's problematic. I would say that it is a... Are
you talking about like the 4th and 6 last week?
Yeah, that
That's
and other things. You know, I have it on fact that, you know, the interception that he threw in the first Giants game to Flott on the sideline when AJ was wide open, that in practice he threw that ball to AJ a few times. You get in the game and you're not patient enough to wait for it, and you throw the out route, and it almost turns into a pick six. Then last week, the 4th down, they're supposed to run the slant. You look, AJ's, you know, Devontae's wide open. You got Dallas on the other side wide open, and you're chucking the ball 60 yards in the air trying to, you know. So, and Devontae confirmed that 1 and 11 made the change on their own. See, to me, that's borderline insubordination when you're not running plays the way that the coach is drawing them up, or you think that you know better than the coach. So he bears a lot of the.
I'm gonna stop it right there.
You get some adjustment to that last part. There's some a little bit to the superstar quarterbacks. They get little leeway with switching a play out. They see something different, but
where he lost.
What did he mean 1-11?
AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. See this, but this is why a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense to me. It's like, because one hand y'all saying he don't fuck with AJ Brown and AJ Brown don't fuck with him, but now you're saying that AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are working together. That's why they came up like, no, we gonna change the play so I can get you the ball. Doesn't make any sense. And just because I threw the ball I could throw the ball to you 18 times in practice. Doesn't mean it's going to be open in the game. That's not how that works. Like, the coverages are going to be different. I may see something in game that I didn't see in practice.
But was he right? Was those people that he said was open in those moments in those games while they're open?
He said, yeah, if you would, like he said, you wasn't patient enough to wait. In game, if I'm getting pressure from, I don't know, from a defensive end or a linebacker or whatever it may be.
Yeah, you want to get it out.
I got to turn the ball loose. I just can't sit there and wait, because then you can be like, well, he held on to the ball too long. Like, it's a catch-22. You put quarterbacks in very ill positions that they can't never win it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Did he throw an interception on it? Did A.J. Brown come open? Yes. 100%. But also, was he getting pressure? Did he have time? Yes, he's getting pressure. No, he didn't have time. So what do you want him to do? If he takes the sack, you mad he took the sack. But he's trying to make a play on the outside. The cornerback, like we just said about the defense, the cornerback made a really good fucking play. Shit happens. They pay the niggas on defense too.
I was going to say, niggas on defense get paid as well. Niggas forget that. That's the thing that irritates me about takes like this. It's like, do y'all forget that the defenders also get paid a lot of money to play their position? Like, of course he threw a fucking interception. That was a good read by the fucking corner. AJ Brown was slow on his break, shocking, right? The corner read it, broke on it, and picked it. This is the problem that I have, right? We're talking about a quarterback, guys, and I just want to paint this picture here. We're talking about a quarterback with 22 touchdowns and two turnovers. Oh. This is a Super Bowl winning quarterback that has his team 8-2, 22 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 turnovers. But we're talking about how bad he is because of an interception that he threw in week 1.
It's ridiculous. But this is the I don't like the conversation around Jalen Hurts. It seems like everybody's just dogpiling at this point. It's weird. It doesn't make sense to me. Like,
but niggas don't say anything about Josh Allen when he just had
they won't say nothing about Josh Allen. You know what they said? You know what they said? Well, everything I saw this morning about the Josh Allen situation, I'm gonna get back to the Jalen Hurts shit. But they're talking about firing Doug McDermott.
What did I say? Didn't I tell you? I told you it was coming.
Oh, Doug McDermott got to go, because if they don't make the playoffs, you got to get rid of Doug McDermott. No, how about your quarterback is playing like some shit?
I told you it was coming.
Isn't that a similar situation somewhere else?
It's either that or Joe Brady they're going to get rid of.
Where?
It's teams like that. Quarterback playing like shit, but the coach get fired.
Where?
You said you was going to get back to Jalen Hurts. What happened?
Well, you just made it. You just said something. I just want you to.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I gotta stop trolling you.
You're not trolling me. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm not trolling. I'm just like, I thought you were trying to make a point. You're not trying to make a point.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I thought he was trying to make a point too.
Yeah, I was like,
I just fucking with man.
Nah, you can't fuck with me. I told you.
It's boring, Mulich. It's boring.
I'm on good behavior right
football now. Is boring. I gotta make it exciting.
But and then he said something about, not changing plays. You thinking that you're smarter than the coach.
Yeah, the insubordination thing is a little wild to me. I think quarterbacks are allowed to change plays, aren't they?
Yeah, like that's what they do. Because what people don't, my uncle and I've had other coaches tell me the exact same. They tell me all the time, look, you're on the field, bro. I can call all the plays I want, but you are actually on the field. You see things that I don't see. So you're going to have better input on what is going to happen than I do.
Who was that guy talking?
I don't know. He looks like he's one of the Eagles like radio guys.
Though like it was an ex NFL
he might be
player.
he might be an ex-Eagle too. I just can't see his face because the microphone.
You say he was the Eagles insider, like that means like news thing insider shit. Like
yeah, so he might be an ex-player too. I just can't because the mic is right in front of his face, so I can't really see it.
Yeah, you can't see his face.
But this is a perfect example of football players doing football shit and then telling coaches exactly what happened. This is Rico Dowdle in the goddamn Carolina Panther game.
They bleeding. On first down. We get the first down. We need to go. Right. We get the first. We go. It's there. I promise. Coach. We get the. Now I get down. We got timeout. Yeah.
If they're playing back.
Yeah.
If they're still mugging up, I don't like it.
Bet.
Young is in the gun. Dowdle left hip. Blitz off the edge. Young checks down at Dowdle.
Go! Let's go! I told you! Go!
And then
Players are on the field. They feel the game. They know what the defense or the offense is doing. When Myles Garrett lines up opposite of what he normally does, he sees something.
I mean, we know that from with the Cam play when the guy called out the play, he said, "Oh, you've been watching us. All right, now watch this."
Right, but you have the thing about it is you got to trust the guys on the field, and then if your quarterback is telling you or he changes a play because he sees something, you got to live with it because you got to trust his eyes. You got to believe that everything that you coached is in him. So he's going to see exactly what you see. When I coach, I've had many coaches come to me and be like, yo, how do you get your players and your offense to do that? I coach them. They see what I see. And if your team is moving this is why I put so much pressure on head coaches, is because that's the head of the team. That the team is always going to mirror the head coach every single time. If you got a shitty head coach, you're gonna have a shitty team. There's never been a shitty head coach with a great football team. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work. A good coach can turn a shitty team into a good team, but a shitty team cannot carry a good team cannot carry a bad head coach.
I just want to know what they're gonna say when Jalen Hurts goes on to win another Super Bowl and playing the same exact way that he's been playing, because he hasn't changed the way he's been playing. If anybody's changed the way they played, it's everybody else around him that's changed the way they played. He hasn't changed anything that he's doing remotely. So if he continues to play this way and they go on to win another Super Bowl with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley being mildly successful because they have a good defense, they have all these other extra pieces, then what are they going to say? Because at the end of the day, you can't sit up here and keep trying to push these narratives, oh, he's not a good quarterback, he's not this, he's not that, when he does everything right and he wins.
Yep.
I love it. And the reason why I love it is because at the beginning of the football season, we were on Gentleman's Talk. And I told GQ, let's talk a little football. And he picked Washington to win the division this year. And I said the Eagles are going to win it again. And, the first thing he blurted out is what everybody always blurts out about the NFC East. Oh, did Mullins just fall? What the hell happened there?
I missed that. Hold on, let me go to the episode.
But
you're stupid. I'm about to watch it right now.
I don't know what the hell happened there, but Mr. GQ basically told me, he was like, what everybody else says. Well, nobody wins the NFC East 2 years in a row. I said, well, that streak is coming to an end because nobody can hold a candlestick to the Eagles as long as Jalen Hurts is the quarterback. And they have that defense they have. And they have the running back that they have, who the Giants let go stupidly. Anyway, I don't want to backtrack on that. But it's like, If they want to call it boring football, well, hell, I'd rather play boring football and win championships. They did the same thing to Tim Duncan. Oh, he's boring. He's this, that. Yep, and he won 5 championships on y'all asses too.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like we have to stop and understand that every quarterback, every offense, every defense is not the same. I don't want if every offense looked like the Kansas City Chiefs offense, then is the Kansas City Chiefs offense special?
No.
Like it doesn't. Like every team has to have a personality. Like you got to have what works for you. You can't. It's nasty. It's like watching. It's like, just to throw out basketball. If everybody plays, everybody can't be Golden State. You can't. Like you just can't. You don't got the personnel to be Golden State. You don't got the personnel to be Patrick. You don't got Patrick Mahomes. You don't got a Tyreek Hill. You don't got a Travis Kelce. You don't have these things.
Even if you do, that doesn't mean that you should just be a carbon copy of that fucking offense or that person or that
You don't have a Lamar Jackson, so you can't do what Lamar does. You don't have your offense tailored to what you have. That's what it is. They didn't try and make. You can't try to get two opposite quarterbacks. You can't turn Matthew Stafford, as great as Matthew Stafford is. He can't be Lamar. It just don't work that way. And Lamar can't be him. Like, it's just, you got to do what works for you. So if it means we're going to run the ball and it's going to be 4 yards in a cloud of dust and we're going to play hard-nosed defense, hey, it is what it is. The Steelers been getting away with that shit for years. And when they messed it up is when they turned Ben Roethlisberger into, well, we're going to go 5 wide receivers and we're going to throw the ball around. That don't work for you.
Trash.
It doesn't work.
Welcome.
Let's see. We have another 3-hour goddamn showing. We were supposed to rank the offensive coordinators this week. I'm gonna have to save that to next week. Because everybody loves to talk about the quarterbacks and shit like that. Like, no, sometimes it's the OCs.
The OCs be busting it, dude. That's why a lot of them get head. They do. They be busting it. They be busting it. Nigga, you heard what I said.
Yeah, but then you said head right after that. You said they be getting head. I don't know what you meant. I
didn't. I said they be busting it.
Yeah,
these coordinators is what I was going to say, though. My offensive coordinators. Calm down.
Hey, yo.
Calm down, man.
It was getting crazy. I had to stop it. It was getting
crazy.
Wait
a minute.
Unless it's the cheerleaders giving them head, it ain't nothing to do with me.
Okay, I was going to say, hold on, wait a minute.
Tell them to come over here and share it with me.
That went off the rails.
Let me finish my statement.
I didn't know.
We just had to make sure because you was. It seemed like it was going off the rails. So you know what I'm saying? We had to make sure.
It's the last time you just
had to
about
intercept.
that motherfucker.
We had to.
You know what I mean? See, there you go, Theo. There you go. There you go, Theo. Let them know. Theo, let them know. Pause.
So let's have a quick conversation about who are actual. Because I'm gonna say my thing. Who are actual Super Bowl contenders as of right now? Because there's a lot of talk about certain teams and not so much about other teams. But who are actual Super Bowl contenders right now? Way too early prediction. I just want to see who y'all think.
I got the Eagles for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eagles for sure.
Okay.
I know a lot of people probably don't think so, but the Ravens, they're my dark horse.
The Patriots.
That's a black horse. That ain't even a dark horse. That's a
the Patriots.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not too there. I'm not there. Not just yet.
Why aren't you there? Why aren't you there on the
9-2, bro? The Colts.
They are 9-2, and they looked really, really good. But like I said last week, I gotta see Drake May in the playoffs. We all know December football and playoff football is a very different game. Aaron Rodgers was an MVP 4 times in a row. Got his ass kicked in the playoffs.
And in Lambeau too.
He don't know what he doing.
At home. So I need to see I need to see a full season of Drake May at a high level. And that includes the playoffs.
Black people love celebrities. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders wasn't Deion Sanders' son, he would have been the first pick in the draft.
Big facts. Like he dominated while he was at Colorado. He'd have been the first pick
in the draft. Like that's like he would have been easy. He's the first pick in the draft.
I don't think
Deion
people
Sanders' son
understand.
hurt him.
I don't think people understand the
think
problem is a lot of people only know him for being Deion Sanders' son. Where people that actually watch college football know him for tearing up fucking college football
but I think,
3 years.
I think people are looking at him in the sense of if you take him away of the Sanders name, then he doesn't have Deion Sanders to grow up under. And maybe people equate that to his skills or where he got help from. His dad was a great. I don't know, but
I would see that if you played.
I do agree on both ends, right? But I do agree on both ends, right? If there was a quarterback in the league today, and I think this is what Ray is saying, if there was a quarterback already in the league today that was a 5th round pick, and his last name wasn't Shedeur, and it probably wouldn't be getting this much hype.
Are
they going to say
depending on how good the guy is?
Are they going to say the same thing about Arch in 2 years?
Maybe
the problem with the argument
because he's going to get a lot of hype too because his name is Manning.
I'm sorry. The problem with the argument you made though is that it's something that Mel brought up earlier. The quarterbacks in front of him suck, right? That's the whole thing, right? So if his last name wasn't Sanders, and we all saw him play in college, and we're like, damn, try the kid that played in college that was going crazy. And but you can't fault the resources he had growing up because he was Deion Sanders' son. There's people in Texas that grow up in academies because they come from families with money and go on to do great things in baseball or great things in other sports. You can't fault him for being for having the resources he had because there's people that's not Sanders that are eligible for these same resources and can pay for it.
Arch was hype more. Arch was hype more. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, and it really wasn't even close.
Like people forget, Shedeur didn't get any Division I scholarships.
That's why he went to an HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
Arch was being offered as a sophomore.
Yeah, like Shedeur, like everybody thinks Shedeur worked for what he got. Like he put in the work.
But it's not my argument. I just think what Ray was saying in that DJ is if you take away the Sanders name and there was a guy who
if you take the
was
Sanders
in the
name
league that was a 5th round draft pick and he was not without this in there, he was already drafted, then depending on how good he was in college, we're still giving him the same college background. And yes, I agree with you. But if we are not, he might not turn out that way. I think that's what people like what Ray is saying. Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what.
But it hurts. It hurts him that he's Deion's son because everybody keeps saying that's the only reason.
Any quarterback that put up the numbers Shedeur did at Colorado, he's a 1st round pick.
The stupidest part about that comment is he said black people love celebrities. So imagine if Shedeur Sanders wasn't Deion Sanders' son. And this is the reason why I said, are you gonna say the same thing when Arch Manning comes out in 2 years?
Hey, facts.
Sit up there and issue that stupid ass statement. White people love celebrities because the Manning
didn't get right. Shedeur, it wasn't that he wasn't dominant coming out of high school. But you know what he did in high school? That is the hardest shit to do, and you can attest to this, DJ, because it's in the state that you live. He won a state championship in fucking Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
He won a state championship in Texas.
Yep.
You know how hard that is?
It's very hard.
Very hard.
There's a lot of great NFL. There's a lot of NFL quarterbacks that made it there and did not win a state championship, and they lost to somebody who probably didn't have a D1 scholarship.
Then he went to Jackson State and won 2 championships there. Like
in HBCU, mind you.
He put in the work. He wasn't handed anything. So now he went to a stacked team. What team was stacked?
You realize that people started
name the other player that was on his high school team that's in the NFL right now.
offers started to come in for Arch Manning because of a ball flip. Did everybody remember that video? The viral video of Arch Manning when he was a sophomore in high school?
Yeah.
About to go to varsity, and he takes a snap, ball flip, and everybody starts to deem him one of the greatest passers ever without him even throwing a fucking pass.
Like Shedeur, like this built-in Shedeur is this coddled Nepo baby is wrong. It's not. That's not what it is. Like, if I can.
They say anything about any other
So
children in the league?
So is Marvin Harrison a Nepo baby?
Marvin Harrison Jr. He got to be.
Like he got to be a Nepo baby, right? What about we can name all of the dudes that are in the league? I'll put it up.
Oh.
Like, come on, like we treat him as if he's the only one that we've ever seen like this. Was Eli Manning the Nepo baby? How about Peyton? Were they Nepo babies?
I just never shut up about it.
Because of their daddy.
Like it doesn't mean we only do this.
And hold on, Mel, because isn't Eli even more of a Nepo baby than anybody, considering he used his dad's name to not go to a specific team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure I had to.
You know who Archie is?
Like we know this. Like this has happened way before Shedeur is going to happen. After Shedeur,
the players are always going to be overhyped, underhyped, hyped correctly. It's just what happens when people like a player, especially a sensational player like Shedeur, in college. This is what happened. He gets a little bit more hype than an average guy. It could have been somebody in the draft that was just as good as him. I don't think that guy would be getting as much hype as Shedeur. I think Shedeur would get a little bit more because of his name from the fans aspect. But guys coming overhyped, underhyped, hyped this is just part of people getting drafted and people coming out of college to the NFL. To me,
it's just. But he gets unfair. Like he's being called selfish. Like one thing Shedeur Sanders is selfish. It's weird.
I'm with you, Theo.
Like they can talk. Like I said, just name me the dude who Shedeur played with that's in the NFL right now. That's an elite player
from his high school team.
From his high school team. I just want to know. He looked very average. Shedeur looked average.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
He took the facts and formed his own opinion.
Those are
no,
not
shut
facts.
up. No.
I was gonna say, what facts did he take?
That's not
there
a
was
fact.
no facts in that whole statement. There was no facts in that whole statement.
You mean the guy who is in the record books as the all-time leading completion percentage in college football history?
He won an award.
Woman said he won an award.
I'm just saying, bro. Like you don't if he's average, you don't win an award.
I didn't say that
for being average.
Shedeur Sanders is one of the most decorated college football players in college history.
Travis Hunter aside, you don't win an award for being average. If he was an average quarterback, he's not getting Travis Hunter the ball.
What was he responding to? Name a teammate he had. He probably missed the part what we said from high school.
You said a stacked high school team. Travis Hunter did not play with him in high school.
Yeah,
and even if he had Travis Hunter on his team, that doesn't make Shedeur an automatic great quarterback.
Heisman winners on his team, Travis Hunter. That's how I took that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
But how did Travis Hunter become the Heisman?
Exactly. How do you average in your top when the Heisman winner become the fucking Heisman? If you're average,
he's not a running back. He's a wide receiver. So somebody had to throw him the football.
Yeah, had to be good enough to get him the football, right?
So what if he do a Heisman winner? That's not the only person he threw the ball to.
Yeah,
I'm not understanding this.
There's 9 other dudes on the field. His numbers at Jackson State were ridiculous.
No, we're talking about specifically his numbers at Colorado. That's what won him the award.
Yeah, and if that's the case, you know who won the HBCU version of the Heisman?
Hold on.
That would be Shedeur Sanders. You can win average people don't win awards. That's not how that works.
Let me guess. So he only won an award because he was playing with a great player. Is that what is that his argument?
Yeah.
Like if didn't Travis Hunter get hurt and they won games without Travis Hunter on the field because Shedeur was going stupid.
Yeah,
So
they did.
So what is the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award mean?
They probably don't even know what that is.
So the Johnny Unitas what?
The Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award.
No, you can't win the you cannot win the Heisman on defense
that's not
alone.
true. That's not true.
No
not
one
if you're
has
not a
ever
quarterback. Not if you're not a
true.
quarterback.
That's not true. That's especially for the season that he had that year. That's not true.
Yeah.
Try again.
His season, like his cornerback season, wasn't better.
Send me the link.
Yeah, I have no problem sending motherfuckers a link. You know that. No, but this is what I'm saying. This is the discredit. This is the thing that people do to discredit Shedeur Sanders. Like it's nasty work.
Can I read a definition real quick? The Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award is given annually to the United States, or annually in the United States to the nation's top upperclassman quarterback in college football. How is that average? That literally means he was the best quarterback in the nation. How is that average?
He's going to say something about Travis Hunter.
He threw for over 4K.
He won 6.
What do you expect him to do? Throw for 10K?
6.
I'm confused.
He
didn't. No, he didn't.
He threw for 4,134 yards and 37 touchdowns.
He threw for 4K and was the most accurate quarterback in college football.
What's Case Keenum's record?
While completing 74% of his passes.
He threw for 4,000 yards while being the most accurate quarterback in college football. What are you talking about?
Charles Woodson won it because he played offense and special teams.
Yeah, no, Charles Woodson won it because he was a top corner and because he was a top returner in the league. Not because he played off. He barely got any offensive reps. Charles Woodson is one of my favorite players of all time. Don't do this. Because you can come on screen and we can talk about it.
Defense alone, I think that's
what I'm saying. Charles Woodson didn't win it on defense alone.
He won it because he scored a bunch on offense, on special teams, and he was the best cornerback in the country.
The reason why he won Heisman was heavily taken to, and y'all can go look this up. Y'all can literally go read this article. The reason why he won Heisman was heavily voted on because of his return ability. Not even offensive ability, not even him being on offense, specifically special teams, his punt return, kick return ability, and what he did on defense. But specifically, the voters voted him a Heisman because of what he did on special teams. Because he was so dynamic on special teams, punt return, kick return. That has nothing to do with him just playing defense. Let's not do that.
But Mulich, it's almost like special teams. GQ ain't had to do it for him. It's almost like special teams actually matter to the game of football, isn't it?
Remember, I could have sworn we had that argument too. Because I heard stuff. I could have somebody that I know talking about special teams don't matter. We're gonna have to get him back on the show.
Okay, not every Heisman winning quarterback was a good NFL quarterback.
Oh no. Hold on.
I'm just enjoying this.
Hold on. Kenny Pickett won the Johnny Unitas Award. Is he not an average NFL quarterback? That's not what you said. You said that Shedeur was average in college. We haven't seen enough. We haven't seen enough of Shedeur to
I don't think he was
anything in the NFL.
He said he watched film of him in college and said he was average.
And said he was average in college, not in the NFL. You can't call somebody average in the NFL, and we haven't seen enough of them to be called average.
This is true.
What we talking about?
We haven't seen Shedeur.
Let's have a conversation.
Like Shedeur has played a half of football.
A half a football game.
Yeah,
I
watching
watched
a
few
few games. Watching a few games. So did you watch the game where he threw for 520 yards and 4 touchdowns? Did that look average to you?
Did you watch the Baylor game?
See, Theo, you get me. Me and Theo, best friend.
But Theo can't play devil's advocate in the chat. You
He playing it. He playing it. He is surely playing it.
He's doing a good job.
Right now.
He's doing a good job. It's all good.
He took my role. That's why I just shut up.
It's all good. He's doing a good job. No, I appreciate that. He's doing a good job. Man.
Fuck that. See, now I'm mad. All right.
He said, fuck that now, man.
Yeah, that you did. Yeah, you surely got us hyped up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to calm myself down.
Not me. I've been over here chilling. No, I was over here chilling.
Oh, when I said us, I meant me and Mel. You feel me? Yeah, he had us hyped up a little bit. Wait a minute.
All right. Let's get to these damn picks this week.
Please.
All right. First game.
1 o'clock when
I know, my bad. I told you we're gonna do another fucking 2-hour show. I didn't want to do that. All right. First game up. I will be at this game. I will be at the Death Star for Shedeur's
I was supposed to be there, but I got a busy fucking weekend.
So I might go live. We'll see. But Raiders, Browns here in Vegas. I'm going Cleveland. Shedeur going to Friday ass up in his first start.
Well, we in week 12, right?
Yeah.
Browns. That's what, the second, third best defense in the league right now?
Yep.
Is that not a 4 o'clock game?
We all seen what Dallas did last week, right?
Browns versus the Raiders?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Oh, it says 4:05 when I'm looking on NFL.com.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock for me. I'm in the West Coast.
I'm about to say you skipped all the 1 o'clock games. He said first game. I said, yo, that's not the first game.
But
no, when I say first game, it's just that's
yeah, I know.
We all seen what the Cowboys defense did to the Raiders this past Monday, right?
I don't know, they both 2-8, so I don't know, bro.
But
yeah,
that's not the question. We seen what the Cowboys defense did to the Raiders this past Monday, right?
I don't care.
You should.
You should, because the Browns have a tremendously better defense.
I know.
Like light years better.
So we all collectively understand this is going to be.
I want to go to Raiders.
Right?
I do. I want to go to Raiders, but that's a losing situation for me because
it sure is.
It's Melvin Bullock's team, and they suck. So
yeah. You're not going to go at least throw 3 picks.
If Shedeur goes 12 for 25 for 230 and 2 touchdowns, that'll still be better than anything fucking Dylan Gabriel did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who is he throwing the interceptions to?
Yeah, he definitely not throwing. Look, if Caillou Blue Kelly is on the field, you just find 36. You throw on 36. The last
throwing any one of them niggas.
36 has been getting fucking cream.
Shit. You can throw any one of them niggas.
Raiders, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns.
Any one of them niggas.
I'm taking. I got it. Y'all took the Browns. I gotta go to opposite.
Especially Isaiah Polamau. If you want a touchdown, Shedeur, throw it to number 20. Throw it straight to number 20. Find 20. 20, 36. Any other bum ass niggas. Because Max Crosby got the most interceptions on the team.
Come on, Raiders.
Oh shit.
So all right. Okay. We got the Browns on that. Troy's he got to be contrarian, so he's gonna take the Raiders.
And just to end off my pick, fuck Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I don't even think it's Chip Kelly. It's not Chip Kelly. It's Eugene and Peter.
We passed the ball 22 times on Monday before the half is over. 22 times, and you know how many times they showed that fat nigga in the goddamn press box?
I'm just
12.
Who was counting?
12. 12 times they showed that big fat fucking motherfucker in the goddamn fucking press box passing the ball 20 fucking times when we got a top 5 draft pick in the backfield.
But the offensive line is trash. Every time Genty get the ball, he get hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
I don't care if the offensive line is high schoolers. You run the fucking ball. You pass the ball 20 I can't even put that many fingers up. 22 times.
At a certain point, you got to protect who you think is going to be starved.
Matter of fact, Mel, there's a reason why I can't go to the game. Okay, not only am I busy, I would literally commit a crime at that fucking stadium. Do you hear me? I would commit a crime. Because there's no way you're stopping me from getting to that office, dog.
My seats are behind the Cleveland Brown bench, so
I'm taking a trip.
I might shoot Kevin Stefanski, but
I'm taking a trip.
Y'all niggas going to jail.
That's why I can't go. That's why I can't go to the game. Because
FBI,
I promise
don't come looking for me. I had nothing to do with this. My name
I
is
promise you.
Billups, Tyronn Lue, or Damon Jones. All right, don't come looking for me.
All right. Old school matchup, different quarterbacks. No Peyton Manning in this game. Colts, Chiefs.
Give me the Colts.
Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs. Give me Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Carly's Colts, man.
Isn't he questionable?
I don't care.
He should play. Because it's just a cat.
Chiefs
are dry. I told you this is gonna be the year they don't win the fucking division.
I don't think they're going to win a division. I just think they're going to win this game.
They're not going to make the playoffs neither.
They might not. I just think they're going to win this game. Like I don't know what else to tell you other than that. I just think that this is literally like a must-win game for the Chiefs, and that's why they're going to come out and play like it's a must-win game.
And that's why they're going to lose it.
Okay.
Steelers, Bears. My man King Lightskin versus old man Rodgers, who might not play this week.
I don't think. Oh no, he might not play this fucking week. Give me the Bears.
I'm going Bears on this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
Taking the Steelers.
Like I said, the Steelers are not a good team, and I'm just waiting for everybody to realize it.
Yep, me too.
They haven't been for the past couple of years. So.
Yep.
In the playoffs.
Bengals, Patriots.
Me Pats.
Definitely taking the Patriots.
No Joe Burrow. Give me the Pats.
I don't even think it would matter if Joe Burrow.
It didn't matter.
It wouldn't.
If Joe was there, I was picking the Bengals. I don't care what you think.
Then you are ridiculous.
That's me.
Jets.
Rob Dyrdek.
Ravens.
This is a must-win game for the Ravens too.
Ravens.
Yeah, this is
Ravens.
This is a clean sweep. Yeah, Ravens definitely gonna win this game. Seahawks, Titans.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I didn't think I had to answer this one, so I.
Okay, so we all going Seahawks. Vikings, Packers, NFC North battle.
I hate division games, bro. They're so hard to call.
Give me the Packs.
Yeah.
Give me some love.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go Vikings on this.
So, like it's so hard to call division games, man. Like it's tough.
I see why. Because JJ needs a redemption game.
And the Packers have been playing.
They have.
Because Jordan Love has been playing bad.
I don't think he's been playing bad. The receiver's been playing like some bullshit.
Them too. And then of course Josh Jacobs has been banged up, so the run game has been as good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna lean Vikings on this. I think they need a big win. Justin Jefferson been kind of frustrated.
Oh, he's been pissed.
I'm gonna go Vikings. The New York Jameson versus the Lions. Did you see the Harlem Shake Up? Did you see the Harlem Shake Up?
My boy was Yeah. That boy was hitting it though, man. Stop playing my boy famous James. Oh.
Who you said starting?
Jameis Winston.
That's the W man who eat the W's.
Of course. He eats the W's all day, every day.
Boy, James, man.
Who you said they're playing? Who you said they're playing?
We should the Lions. We should recreate huddles over here, bro. Jameson.
Yeah, give me Detroit.
I'm taking the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants in this. I feel like Jameis, because he looked good last week. He didn't play bad.
He looked pretty solid last week. No, he looked really good last week.
I think with another week and the Lions aren't looking like the Lions, like how we thought the Lions would look. So I'm going back-to-back upsets right now.
Where's Kirk Cousins at?
He's still in Atlanta. He's actually going to play this week.
I think he's starting this week.
Yeah, he's actually going to play this week.
Yeah, because which goal got hurt?
Yep. Again.
That's 2 games away. We'll get to that in a second. Jaguars, Cardinals.
Jags.
I don't know what's going on in your
I'm
back.
taking a girl screaming in the back. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know.
give me a
move. What the hell is going on over there, dog?
A lot. There's a lot going on over here.
Freddie just popped out the closet.
Yeah, so how do we go, guys? I'm not going to be accessory to anything that happened.
Right. Hurry up, get me off this stream, bro. Nah, fuck that.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Jags.
Who's playing quarterback for Arizona?
Jacoby.
Percent.
I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Trevor Lawrence either. I don't know. I'm
You don't
gonna
got to,
go.
as long as you
I'm gonna go with
believe
the
in Travis Etienne.
That's what I was about to say. I was just about to say I believe in Etienne though. So, yeah, give me the Jags.
NFC South. Falcons, Saints.
Tough. They always get good. They always got good games. Oh,
Saints.
Wait.
I don't believe Kirk Cousins. I don't
Kirk
believe Cousins, dog. So
Kirk is playing, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I'm gonna take the
Saints. I'm taking the Saints. I can't even believe I'm doing this right now.
I just can't.
I can't either.
I just can't do it.
I can. The Saints.
Yeah, I'm going
Give me
with the Saints.
Louise, baby.
Okay, NFC East. Eagles, Cowboys in Dallas.
Eagles.
45 I hope they beat the dog shit out of them boys.
45-0, Moo.
I hope they beat the dog shit out of them. I need a 60 ball. I don't even know why.
45-0. They're gonna put the backups in halfway through the third quarter, nigga.
And it ain't gonna get that bad. But I'm taking the Eagles.
Nah, fuck that. I need a 60
shit.
ball.
They about to put their backups in. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. What you talking about?
60 ball.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Division games are different. I'm telling you,
they different. And you know, the last thing the Cowboys needed was to play against the Raiders and get some type of confidence.
But they were saying that they need the Eagles offense is born, right? Watch how they show you how entertaining.
Oh no, I don't care about the Eagles offense.
Real fireworks.
That Eagle defense gonna beat the shit out the Cowboys.
I mean, it's that there.
I need 50 points scored because fuck the Cowboys.
We about to have our first 100-point game.
Next, Rams, Buccaneers in LA.
Oh man, I've been looking forward to this game. I have been.
Give me the Rams.
He's such a hater.
I believe in Matt Stafford. I mean, he got an arm.
You couldn't even say it right. He just
Matt Stafford. What are you talking about? Fucking Moolage body disappearing on it. It was Moolage head floating, bro. Just his head.
I didn't tell y'all, but I'm a ghost.
This nigga.
All right, Danny Phantom.
I'm going Tampa. I'm going Tampa on this.
Give me the Buccaneers.
Yeah, you better say that shit, DJ.
That's right.
Rams. You heard it here first. Yeah. The Rams.
I can't believe I just did that shit, but yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. It's like Novocaine. Just gotta give it time to work. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, it all work out.
Yeah, it's gonna be Novocaine.
Monday night. 49ers, Panthers.
49ers.
I'm gonna do it.
Panthers. Yes.
Brock Purdy back, baby. 49ers.
I don't give 2 shits.
I don't care about that shit.
Yeah. I love what the Panthers are doing.
Panthers look,
but I'm taking the 49ers. I am taking the 49ers.
Okay. Then next week, Thanksgiving, we got 3 games on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Packers, Lions.
Oh.
Give me the Lions.
Go Pack, go.
I'm gonna take the Packers too.
I am going to take the Lions.
The
and I think
Lions
Jameer,
losing back-to-back games.
that's fine. I think Jameer Gibbs is going to have a big game on Thanksgiving.
He's not Barry Sanders.
Who's next? Who's next?
I just said he's going to have a good game. I didn't say he was Barry Sanders. What the hell?
A Lions running back having a good game on Thanksgiving. Barry Sanders. He's not Barry Sanders.
Hey, Jameer Gibbs is about to add his name to that list then.
No.
Tell me what it is.
Cowboys, Chiefs. Thanksgiving.
I hate both these teams so much.
So much.
Chiefs. And I got the Chiefs winning back-to-back games.
Chiefs.
I'm going to hate this so much that I'm picking the Cowboys to win this game.
Do you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Just because I despise these niggas so much, I'm taking the Chiefs because fuck the Cowboys.
I know I feel the same way, but I need the Chiefs not to make the playoffs, so I need them to keep losing games. Let's go Cowboys. Bengals, Ravens.
Let's
I don't
go,
know
Rashi.
why the Bengals Ravens game is the late game. That makes no sense.
Ravens.
You would think the Cowboys and the Chiefs game would have been the late game.
They might flex. They might flex it.
Nah, they're anticipating Joe Burrow to come back that week.
I don't give a fuck.
I was about to say that if it was Joe versus Lamar, then
that's why.
I can see it.
No, I'm just saying. I know we don't give a fuck, but the TV and the narrative and the national media, all them niggas like that, they're the ones
Chiefs?
who care. Yeah, they're the ones who care. So
Cowboys Chiefs is bigger than that. I'm going with the Ravens in that game.
Yes, Ravens.
I'm taking Lamar.
And then Friday, we got a game Friday.
Yeah.
Eagles, Bears.
Eagles.
Ooh. Bears.
No, fuck that. Give me the Bears. I'm picking the Eagles for. Fuck the Eagles. The Bears. What's wrong with me?
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna go with the Bears. Yeah, I was. I was gonna go with the Bears. I didn't think nobody else would say the Bears on this panel.
No, we got King Lightskin. That's our guy.
I just think the Eagles is gonna win this week big, and then they're gonna lose next week.
Look, they're
gonna miss the playoffs. They're gonna miss the playoffs this year. They're gonna miss the playoffs this year.
It's not looking.
They need a break. They've been there in the last 4 or 5. They need a break.
They're gonna miss the playoffs this year.
It's all right. They could take a break.
They're gonna miss the playoffs this year. They're gonna miss the playoffs this year.
That's the new thing. Bear down. That's the new thing.
That's what they did. That's what they be saying. That bear down shit. Yeah, bear down.
Okay, I didn't know. I
didn't know that shit either.
Like the bear got shot. That's why it's down.
Bear down. Bear down.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They got shot. That's why it's down.
All right. So, with that being said, we are going to wrap this mofo up. DJ Michael B.
Nobody fell asleep.
For coming through. Theo trolling. It's only right that you would be Troy's people. Ray was in the chat. Who else was in there? That was your
Tone.
Apparently your burner account, because I don't even know why the hell that started.
Tone was in there.
Oh, I didn't even see my wife was in there. I didn't even see my wife in there. My bad. She gonna be mad at me.
Wait. Oh yeah. Was it this one? No. Was it this one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that one. Okay, I was wondering. I definitely put that one up on the screen, so I don't know how you didn't see that one.
No, you didn't.
I didn't see this one. Yes, I did. Go watch the show. Go watch the show.
Listen.
Go watch the show.
You are supposed to be like, oh man, I missed that too. You don't say I put it up there.
No, I put it up there. I want him to get in trouble. I love you.
You gotta end the show off that. You're supposed to end the show right there.
Kick his ass tonight.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn